Hey, g'day. It's been a while since I've put a video up. Now, I'm having a go at this. Well, first of all, my explanation. I hurt myself at work and couldn't even lift my arm high enough to put my little camera into this device I've set up here, this little structure. Then we had a plague of mice, and that was absolutely disgusting. And then we had a huge storm which ripped out all my plastic windows. But now I'm okay, so I'm back. But I have done some paintings in between, and this one here is a pear. And I'm going to try to replicate as much as possible two large ones I did of fluid painting like this, using this beigey background and then mostly oxides and ochre colours to go for sort of a very Australiana background, landscapey effect, but not really. Now, I did this previously and it didn't work out very well, so I'm redoing it on the same. It's a bit thick, isn't it? Never mind. So I'll just get it through. There we are. See how we go. That and that. So we're putting what's called ribbons of colour down. It's very successful in the large ones, and I'm just trying to, as I say, replicate it. Well, replicate is the word, because I won't even get these two the same, even though I'm doing the same colours and just continuing the same technique. So I fell at work and I hurt myself. I took out my right shoulder and my left knee, and then trying to look after my left knee, I've managed to hurt my right knee, so I'm feeling like an old person, which I'm not enjoying very much at all. So we've had terrible weather here. It's been freezing cold. We went from heaters one day to having to put the fans on and trying to keep warm the next, keep cool the next. So it's weird old weather. There's a big thunderstorm coming. You might actually get to hear some of the... We've already had that, I think. You might have already heard some of the thunder in the distance. The mountains are in the distance, I can see. This bit of Payne's grey coming through here now. It's just to give it a bit of a highlight. It's amazing how it pops up. Just gives a bit of a highlight. If I had any gold left, that'd be very good if I did. Oh, it's just about stuck. It is stuck. That's exciting. Have I got enough to dab a bit on? Just a bit. There we go. What's the one that's missing? The dark brown. The dark ember is the one that's missing. Umber is the one that's missing. So where's dark umber? Dark umber. Where are you? Is that you? There you are there. Okay. Like a bit of dark umber. Here we go. Put him through here. Like this. Like, come on. Like this. And then to top it up is this creamy colour, which is yellow ochre and white. And I think I've got a little bit too much yellow ochre in it, but I'm sure we'll survive. Okay. Now then, move them all a little bit this way. Come on, both of you. Just a bit that way. We move very quickly. Move back. Come on. Back down again. It's really weird weather. Very muggy, very hot. Even the insects are quiet. No birds floating around. Down again. Now come this way. So we're ribboning it. We've put the ribbons on, the ribbons of colour. Come on. Get you down quite a way. I like it to be a little bit uneven. And then back a bit. Yeah, I think I've got just a touch too much yellow ochre in that white to give a, well, you could say it's very rich cream, couldn't you? If you had cream that colour, it'd make lovely butter. Now then, we're running these down and running these back. And now we're going to, with high technology, piece of plastic. Once upon a time you used to print onto these big pieces of plastic and you would put them up as slides. A lot of people wouldn't even know what a slide was now. It's when you did PowerPoint, before PowerPoint. Okay, here we go. We're going to schmear it. This is called schmearing, where you just run the colours down. Like this. I'm trying to cover it up. There we go. Run it down there. Come on. That's it. And this one. Smear it down. We want to get it all interestingly down here. Okay. Quite fascinating. Now we'll do this one. Now the paints do whatever they like. They do whatever, take themselves to wherever they feel comfortable. It's the idea with the fluid painting. It's a mixture of movement and paint. Usually sort of doesn't have any form, but I'm just sort of having a bit of a play here, trying to make it look as though it's got some sort of an effect. Now, have I got it left enough? I don't know whether I have or not. Where's that? Just throw a bit more of this fellow on. It's a lovely. I do like yellow ochre. It is very reminiscent, especially outside at the moment. 3 days ago, all you could see was green grass. We'd had so much rain that in town they can't even cut the grass in time. You can't even see over the grass along the main highways to see the little cars coming. I should imagine that there would be quite a few accidents. Come on. That's good. A bit more of this fellow, which is the same one but with white in it. And I don't know, how about some, this is one of my favourite colours. This is gold oxide. Now when you add this to white, you get a most glorious colour, which you will see echoed in the landscape everywhere you look. Okay, let's see what happens now. This will be interesting. Right, now that's pretty good. Now we need to get my little straw, so I've marked it there. Let's see if we can blow it over here a bit. good, doesn't it? Now, that's fascinating. You can't do that if you've had COVID, boys and girls. Lungs aren't up to it. So here we go. Putting some heat to it now to blow out the air bubbles. And a little bit of luck is I've got a little bit of silicon in that creamy colour, and that will create bubbles, or cells as they're called, to add a bit of interest to the whole thing. Now that's a lot better than what was there, because I've got that straight line on it there. See the way those colours have all come together. Aren't they lovely? Now my big drama is keeping the insects off. I'm out on the veranda, it's plastic bin, as I've said. And I had the unedifying discovery of a Christmas beetle who decided to practice his backstroke through one artwork. And you could see where he'd been, where his strokes were. And then he'd managed to cover himself with paint, and I had to remove his carcass. Now, I'm pretty sure that nobody else can see where that Christmas beetle went, but I can see it. So, what do you reckon? One more cover with the heat, and then we'll leave it, and I'll show you what it looks like. It'll be, when this video opens, it'll be a picture of a photo of the two dried pieces. And in this weather, they're not taking terribly long to dry. Isn't that a lovely effect there in the middle of both of those? Okay, that's it, and cheerio. See you another time.